This animation uses a simple technique that award-winning studios use to enhance their designs, but most of the time you don't even notice it. This is light and the ability to fully control it and use it to guide exactly where the viewer needs to look. In this video, I'm going to break it down with a simple example, and once you see how it works, you will start seeing it everywhere. I am in After Effects and I'm going to start from this simple line. This is a simple shape layer and it has this very simple animation over it. So it's just moving to this side and then rotating and moving to the other side like that. Super simple. If I open the animation for that, you can see that I just have a few keyframes, just moving to this side, rotating and moving to the other side like that. Most of the premium effect in here is actually coming from the light source. So let's create that. We're going to select this line and I'm going to duplicate it. Now I'm going to hide the first one and I can work on this one. I'm going to rename it to light line. Pick that and I'm going to increase a little bit its stroke to something like 10, just so we can see it properly. And let's move it right over here. Let's go to light line. We're going to go effects and presets, CC Radial Fast Blur. Just drag and drop it over the light line right over there. And we can move its center point in here to give it direction. I'm going to move it right over there. And if we zoom all the way in here, we can see that we have that subtle light already forming right over there. What we can do to make it a little bit taller, we can increase the amount to 95% like that. That's perfect. Now it's still super dim, so we're going to go to effects and presets and we're going to bring in a glow effect. Let's drag and drop that right over there and we are going to simply go to glow radius, change it to 0, glow intensity, we're going to drop that to 0.6. I'm going to add another glow, so I'm simply going to duplicate that. For this one, I'm going to increase the glow threshold just slightly. With the glow threshold, we can really control the type of light that we have. So like this is good for me. And I'm going to increase the glow intensity to around 0.8. There we go. I'm happy with how this looks, but for me, this doesn't have enough character, enough depth. So we're going to add another effect to this. We're simply going to go to the CC Radial Fast Blur that we have already added, and I'm going to duplicate that. So let's go to Command and D on our keyboard to duplicate it and place it at the bottom of our effects. With this second one, we're going to go to the zoom right over here, and we're going to change that to brightest. Now this looks like this, but still we don't have any depth. To achieve the depth that I want, I can simply pick that Radial Fast Blur, the second one, go to the Y of its center, so this is X and this is Y, and I'm simply going to move it a little bit up or down. And like that, you can see we can open that light up. The light will basically be coming from two different light sources. We can even add a third one to have 3 different light sources if we want. Like this, we really have this more realistic look over our light. Finally, let's add a final glow right at the bottom in here, just to enhance this whole thing. So we're going to give the radius around 100. Then we're going to go to the glow intensity and drop it to just 0.1. Now our light looks like this. Let's see the animation. We can see that we have the light source, but it is not animated. Basically, it is always coming from this direction right over here, and this is not good for our purpose, since we would like to use this light to actually draw the viewer's attention to specific points. So let's see how we can control this light source. I'm going to go to Layer, pick New, and find Null Object right over here. Rename this to Light Position. Hit P on my keyboard just to open its position right over there. Now I'm going to go to the light line and I'm going to find the first Radial Fast Blur. I'm going to go to the center of it and give it a value of 0 and a value of 0 as well. 0 and 0. Go to the second one as well and give it a value of 0 and a value of 0. Now the light comes from the top right over here. Now I'm going to go back to the first Radial Fast Blur. Go over the stopwatch, hold Alt on your keyboard and click on that stopwatch. This would reveal the expression. Go at the end in here, hit plus on our keyboard, and we are going to pick the pick whip in here and simply pick the position of the light position. just like that. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. So let's go over light line, find the radial fast blur 2 right over here, hold Alt and click on the center, click outside of this expression right over here, hit plus on our keyboard, and then simply pick the pick whip from here and select the position of that light position. Now these lights will follow exactly the null layer over here. But the problem, as you can see, is that we have lost that secondary light. We can fix that super easily. If we go back to light line, we can simply pick one of these right over here and just move it up or down like that. In this case, let's move that like that. And now I have this nice light, which I can close and open up like that. Perfect. Let's move this in here for now. Now I can start animating this. When it comes to animation, the first thing that I did was that I actually found a music track that I really like, and then I synced up all the animation to that. Now, that music track came from Envato, who are also sponsoring this video. Envato are honestly quite easy for me to talk about because I have genuinely been using Envato for over 5 years. What makes it so useful for me is that one subscription basically covers everything. That would be music, stock footage, After Effects templates, graphic templates, and all with unlimited downloads. So whether I need a track to drive an animation like I did here, or even an icon to put in a video, I can find it all in the same place. And each download also comes with a lifetime commercial license, which is so important for our line of work. They also added a suite of AI tools like image generations, video generations, etc. And their AI tools use the latest models such as Nano Banana 2, 11 Labs, Kling, and more. And I think what makes this really stand out is they already have such a massive library of assets behind them. In fact, they have around 27 million stock assets that you can download right away. So for example, I can find a stock photo that I like and tweak it directly with AI directly on the same platform. And like I said, I use Envato personally all of the time. In fact, I'm also uploading the project file for this intro of this video right over there, and you can grab them from a link in the description below. Now let us jump back into animation. To animate this, I'm simply going to see what animation I have in here. I'm going to zoom up a little bit and I'm going to pick a position at the start. Now this one is going to move right over here. What I like to do is I actually like to pick the line that is being animated, hit U on my keyboard so that I see its keyframes, so that I can match those keyframes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start this from right here, so it's quite close, the light. And then right over here, I'm going to go closer to the light so that it opens up in my scene. Go to this position over here, and I would like the light to come from the other side. So somewhere like that, still opened like that. That's perfect. The whole animation now looks like this. Pick all the keyframes, hit F9 on my keyboard. Now I would like it to follow that light source more closely in here. So I'm simply going to pick this keyframe in here, and then going to squeeze it a little bit. And this one as well, I'm going to squeeze it a little bit in here. So it jumps from this place to the other place like that. Now the animation looks quite good. The only thing that is missing is I actually would like to dim it once it switches from one side to the other. To do that, I'm going to use two approaches. First, go to the light line. Let's go out of the graph editor, and I'm going to dim the light using the amount of the radial fast blur in here. Let's go to around here, just before it switches. So around here, go to amount and toggle the stopwatch. I'm going to scroll down, find the other radial fast blur, and toggle the stopwatch of the amount once again. Hit U on my keyboard. That way I can see both of those keyframes. Now I'm going to move to the place where I would like it to switch back on. That would be somewhere around here. And I'm going to give it once again a keyframe right over there. Now let's go to the middle. And I would like to give that a value of 0 and a 0 for the other one as well. Now it just goes from here, goes down to 0, right over there, and back up like that. Now what we need to do is we need to hit F9 on our keyboard with all of those selected, go to the graph editor, and we need to squeeze this quite a lot in here. So this whole thing happens very fast in the middle right over here. So we're going to squeeze the entry point in here and the outro. So right over there, it slowly gets in like there and then gets back in like that. And let's squeeze this the other side like that and like that. One final thing is I'm simply going to go now over the opacity. So hit T on your keyboard, toggle the stopwatch. I'm going to hit U once again so that I can see the other keyframes in there. And I'm going to go at the end keyframe in here, and I'm going to give it another keyframe right over there. So this is set at 100% right over here, both at 100%, but in the middle, I'm going to give it a value of 0, just so it switches off completely. And now this looks like this. That looks great. Let's hit F9 on this keyframe in here. And that's perfect. Now we are going to see how we can reveal our text using this light. Right over here, I have two simple text layers. They are not animated, they are just standing there, just two simple text layers. And to reveal this, it is going to be super simple. So we're going to pick the text right over there, go to the track matte, and we are going to drop that over the light line right over that. We are going to bring that back on. And like that now, we can see that this text is actually being revealed using that light. That is because it shows wherever that light is, since we have used the track matte. We can see the animation like that. And now what we need to do is we need to do the same thing for the second text in here. Same thing, track matte, light line right over there. Now we can see them both together in here. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch from one to the other. So I'm going to pick both of these layers, hold Shift, Command, and D on my keyboard to split them. And first I'm going to delete the end part of Make It Look, and then delete the first part of Premium in here. So now it switches from Make It Look to Premium. Let's see how that looks. And like that, when the light goes off, it switches from Make It Look to Premium right over here. That's how you can reveal text using light. And as you can see, the great thing about this is that this really put an emphasis on that word, and it really guides your eye towards the center of that screen. Now, this whole thing looks good, but it lacks color. Before we tackle color, I actually wanted to humbly ask you if you can simply like and even comment below. This would really help me to reach more people. Apart from this, I have also recently opened up memberships for this channel, which you can join with a button right under this video. As you might imagine, it really takes a lot of energy to create these, and by joining the membership, you would be really supporting me to keep creating these videos. And if you are new to this channel, just subscribe below for more content like this one. And now we are going to see how we can add colors to this light. To do that, it is super simple. We're simply going to pick the light line right over here. We're going to go to its stroke from here, and then we can select any color from right over here. And we can select the color from here. And as you can see, whatever color we pick right over here, the light takes it. That's great, but what if I want multiple colors? To do that, I'm simply going to go and click on Cancel for now in here. And from Stroke, we're going to click that, and we're going to select Linear Gradient. Let's click OK. We're simply going to pick these pointers in here and align them with our line right over there. Immediately, you can see your gradient in there. And now we can simply pick the color option from here. From here, we can give it any color. So if I go in here and give it, for instance, like a nice blue color like that, go to the second one, give it like a purple color, you can see that now we have this nice gradient colors inside of our light. We can even add additional colors in the middle if we would like. So we can make that yellow, for instance, or even like a different version of our blue, just to give it a little bit more interest like that. Hit OK, and there you go, you have your light being animated and revealing the text right over there. Now, if you would like to make this a little bit faster and even have a little bit more control over it, I have also made a preset for this, which you can apply in a single click. So I have a simple line right over here. I have already duplicated it, and I'm going to select it, and I'm simply going to drag and drop my preset right over here. So just double click on Light Glow, double click, and there you go, we have our light. And when you add this preset, you immediately have control over the light position. So I can go over light position in here, pick the pointer in here, and just move it wherever I want. I'm just going to move it right over here, right here. And another cool feature that it has is that it has a light spread slider. So basically, if this is set to 0, there is 0 light spread. If we increase it, you can see the 2 lights in there and they are spread like that. This is super useful, as you can see. And another feature that it has is light distance. So we can open light distance and we can decrease the light distance, or we can even increase it up to a value of 10 right there. So like this, you have complete control over your light. And then of course, you can simply pick the whole line in here and you can give it any color, as we have done before from right over here. Now this technique works really well with lines, but it also works with other shapes. For instance, in this example right over here, I have created this box which is emitting light inside of it. So in my example in here, I have exactly the same setup that is positioned over the box glow. I have the same effects that are giving me this light, and the light is being emitted from right over here. The problem in here is that the light is getting out of that box. The light is actually being animated with that path right over there, just as we have done with our line. But in my case, what I would like to do is to contain that light within that box. And to do that, it is super simple. What we are going to do is we're going to pick the original box that is being animated, and I'm simply going to duplicate it. And then I'm going to go to the fill and give it a color like that. So now we have a solid box. Right now, this box is being animated using trim paths, since we are animating its paths in here. So I'm going to open it, and I'm going to delete those trim paths. So now we just have a solid box right over here, fully white. I'm going to rename this to box matte, right over there. What we can do now is simply pick the box glow and then pick the track matte and drop it over the box matte. And like that now, the light is being contained within that box right over there. This gives this really nice modern effect to our whole animation. So that's it, guys. If you'd like to know more professional animation techniques, I suggest you watch this video right over here.